This video is brought to you by DJI Osmo Pocket 3 and their wireless mic. An update on my Bidet woes. I've bought the wrong things again or something, so I've sort of given up at the moment because I've just bought the wrong things. I might even just buy another one because this one was £20 and these bits are costing like £4 each or something. You know, they're pretty pricey. I think what it is well, delivery is quite thingy, and also this was the original one. I thought that was 3/8 in the middle, this one, but I think it's a quarter now. So that's 3/8 male, 3/8 female, and I think that's a quarter. I thought it was 3/8, so I bought this, but it doesn't fit. But I don't think it would even fit anyway. I don't know. I've just bought the wrong things and stuff. I bought this from TEMU. I think they were the cheapest for this, but it doesn't seem very good quality to me. I can feel the sort of sharp edges here. It's not got one of those screw things at the female bit here. You know, because that means without that screw bit, it means like this one has here. Yeah, that means I can tighten that up, but with this I would need to turn the whole thing round at the end, so that's not very good. And I can feel the sort of frayed edges. And TEMU, you need to spend £15 now minimum, so I had to buy a lot of junk basically to get this. So I was a bit of a fool. And with these measurements in plumbing, these are BSP standards, a British pipe standard, BPS, inches, and apparently it's not the same as Imperial inches. So if I was Prime Minister, I would make everything metric and ban inches and all that. But here because we've got 2-inch measurements, we've got Imperial and British piping standard, which aren't the same. I've just given up and I've just started going British piping standard. But even doing that, I got it wrong anyway. So, yeah, first of all, got these. They were an inch or something. This is a reducer. Sorry about the noise. Yeah, that's a reducer from an inch to 3/4 or something. But far too big. It doesn't fit. I don't know. This is an inch as well. I was totally off scale there, and then my next round I got this. I mean, these are costing like £2 plus delivery, like £3.80 or something, you know. So I think 3/8 in BPS language is what the EU countries use, but in Britain I think we use a half. So if you're ordering one of these things, you probably want a half when you see the measurement thing. I was looking forward to this as well, but it's been taken from me. Yeah, because this is my pipe and it's about a half. I think that's a half BPS, which is pretty big, you know. But there you go. Yeah, because in the UK you're wanting to fit onto your cistern thing, and these are usually a half in the UK, I think. Don't quote me on that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a half. So I was trying to put an EU one on a UK bath thing. Nothing fits. And there's probably about 5 ways that you can sort of get adapters and stuff, but personally I think it's just, I mean, I think this is actually a quarter. I thought it was 3/8. So everything was out. So really, if you're buying one of these kits, make sure you get it. If you're in the UK, get the half ones, not the 3/8 ones. As for the thing itself, I mean, you've got to really fit it really tight. I mean, I think if you've got a tapered toilet at the back there, if this bit's tapered round about here, you might have a bit of trouble getting in because you want that to be as tight as possible. And because that's tapered, I'm having a bit of difficulty. It means a bit sticking out here, and you might think, well, it's just a tiny bit sticking out the back. When you're actually sitting on it, it's not so good, you know. You're actually sitting on this, and actually I've had to adjust the toilet seat to give a bit of overbite. Only a bit, but it's a bit awkward to know that, you know. Yeah, that's the only way I could really hide that thing. Yeah, it's the only way I could get this out of the way really, so I wasn't sitting on it basically. Yeah, I might actually get a new toilet seat. This is a B&Q one, but it's not even that old. But I might get one that's got quite a lot at the back here and narrower at the sides. I've seen some that are like that. I'm hoping it'll fit this one. But if you get a sort of tapered toilet here, you might struggle just a bit, you know. But if you've got one that goes straight down, it's going to be a lot easier. Yeah, I was so close, but I'll just have to imagine. It's an imaginary bidet, really. Uh, yeah, that's where, you know. It's a cold water bidet, and I think it's better than nothing, but I wonder if hot water is better in removing stuff from that area, you know, because I saw a young lady on Twitch who's mega rich now. She's got about 2,000 viewers when she's live. So I don't know how she's mega rich, but you know, she's got a Lamborghini and all that. But she says she doesn't wipe at all now. She uses a bidet, doesn't wipe at all. But I've used one before, a cold bidet, and I still needed to do a lot of wiping. So I would like to know the secret, you know, because imagine we don't need to wipe anymore. Imagine all the toilet paper you save. Imagine all the carers that will be out of business because when an old person goes to the doctor and says, I can't wipe myself anymore, at the moment the doctors say, we'll get you a carer. They're not saying we'll get you a bidet, you know what I mean? The voice activated bidet or something. So it does make you wonder, you know, I think we should be a bidet nation. Yeah, it doesn't fit too good here either. I mean, it fits good enough. I mean, it's pretty solid, but well, it's just imaginary now, innit? I don't know. I may just buy a new one, 20 quid. That last one I had was better. I didn't have any problems like this, and it was all plastic, you know, I didn't have metal here or anything. The only reason I couldn't use it anymore is because it didn't fit right here, and I had a lot of overbite, and it was all wonky, it was all out, you know, to get that golden area here. Alright guys, you can have one last stare. This is the original. That's very welcome, that bit that screws around. That's a female, that's a male, and that's a male. That's a reducer, probably from like a half to 3/8, or that's what I thought it was, but it turned out no. This is the bit that you're wanting to hook it on to, I think that's a half, and taking it down to 3/8, I don't know. This is far too big. That was my first attempt at a buy. So, I don't know. So if you're in Britain, probably get the half size, half BPS. Yeah, even these things, I thought they would be like £2 or something, but I think they're usually about £4, you know. It's just, I could have done two things here. I could either buy adapters, or I could make it all a half and try and fit it that way. There's about 5 different ways you can do it, you know, with adapters and stuff. But a lot of adapters are hard to find in Britain. I think because that 3/8 size isn't common in Britain. I think in Britain they do a half, a quarter. You can get 3/8, but I don't think it's common in Britain. I could be talking total rubbish. Alright. I mean, if that is a quarter's pretty tiny, really, you know. I can but imagine. Alright guys, artsy shots.